Hi, this is Quinton, developer evangelist for Salesforce.com. One of the questions that keeps coming up pretty regularly about chatter development is how do I update a user status and a feed post and add that feed post onto my user feed, and specifically what's the difference? There's a little bit of confusion, so I thought I'd take a few minutes and show you. So let's just jump into the system log and we'll create a user status update. So the first thing that we need to do is get a handle on our current user. So let's write a quick circle statement to do that. Current status from user where ID equals our current user ID. Get user ID. There's a new field that's been added onto the user object called current status. This is what you need to update for a user status. Updating my user status. Let's update it. Now what happens behind the scenes is a feed post is actually going to be created and it's going to have its type set to be user status. So there we go, we've executed it, everything looks good. Let's just refresh to make sure. And here we go, there's my updated status feed. So if we look at the underlying data, let's just query. And here we go, here's our example of our feed post. And as I said, the type has been automatically created as user status. You don't need to worry about that because you're updating the current status field. So let's go back and have a look at how we create a feed post. Let's jump back into our system log. We want to create a feed post in this instance on our own user feed. So let's create a feed post. Equals new feed post. Set the post.body equals, here is an example of adding a feed post to my user feed. So the trick here is I'm going to set my parent ID to be my current user ID. That will make the post appear on my user feed. User info.get user ID. And then we're going to insert the post. And let's query. Okay, so we'll get done. Let's close that. Refresh our page again. And here you go. We can see that there's my new post has been added. You'll see that my user status is still the same because I created a post, not a user status. And if we go back and have a look at the underlying data again, query it again. Here is my new feed post, an example of adding a feed post, and the type is of type text post. If I added a link, it would be a link post as an example, or a file, it would be a file post. So that's it. I hope that clarified it. My name's Quinton, developer evangelist from Salesforce.com. Thanks for watching.